Welcome to Millennial Capital YouTube channel. Good day, fellow millennial investors. Today, I want to share with you unveiling the truth, Sri Lanka's government debt Ponzi scheme. We are about to dive deep into an issue that demands our attention, the Sri Lankan government debt crisis. Brace yourselves, for what you are about to discover may astonish you. Before we embark on this eye-opening journey, allow me to introduce myself. I have spent years researching and analyzing global economic systems. My goal is to empower individuals like us to make informed financial decisions. Today, I stand before you with a mission, to expose the hidden truth behind Sri Lanka's government debt, which operates eerily like a Ponzi scheme. Now, what is a Ponzi scheme? It's a fraudulent investment operation that promises high returns to initial investors, using funds acquired from subsequent investors. The scheme eventually collapses when new investments dry up, leaving investors with severe losses. Shockingly, the government debt situation in Sri Lanka bears striking similarities to this notorious scheme. Sri Lanka's debt is a vicious cycle. Unsustainable borrowing. Sri Lanka's government has been borrowing excessively from foreign entities, issuing bonds and accumulating a staggering amount of debt. These funds are primarily used to service previous debts, rather than investing in long-term sustainable development. Illusionary economic growth. In a desperate attempt to mask the dire financial reality, the government promotes an image of economic growth. However, this growth is primarily fueled by borrowed funds, creating an illusion that ultimately magnifies the debt burden. Rollover of debt. Just like a Ponzi scheme, the Sri Lankan government relies on new borrowings to repay existing debt obligations. It's a dangerous cycle, where they depend on continuous injections of fresh capital to stave off an imminent collapse. Unsustainable debt servicing. As interest payments on the debt rise, a significant portion of the government's revenue is allocated to service this debt. This restricts the government's ability to invest in vital sectors such as education, healthcare, and infrastructure, stunting the country's long-term growth prospects. Now this cycle has come to end. Now, you may be wondering, how does this affect us as millennial investors? The consequences of this unsustainable debt scheme trickle down to every aspect of the economy, and we bear its brunt. Reduced investment opportunities. The excessive borrowing by the government limits the availability of funds for private investment. This results in a scarcity of opportunities for entrepreneurs and stifles economic growth, ultimately affecting our potential investments. Inflation and currency depreciation. As the government resorts to printing money to meet its debt obligations, inflation rises, eroding the purchasing power of our hard-earned money. Currency depreciation follows suit, making imports more expensive and causing further economic instability. Burden for future generations. The weight of this unsustainable debt will be passed on to future generations, burdening them with a financial crisis they did not create. It is our responsibility to address this issue now to ensure a brighter future for all. So, what can we, as millennial investors, do about it? It starts with education and raising awareness. We must understand the mechanisms at play and the impact on our financial future. Additionally, we can engage in responsible investing. Consider investing in sustainable and socially responsible projects that contribute positively to the economy. By supporting such initiatives, we can break free from the chains of the debt Ponzi scheme. Advocate for transparency and accountability. Demand transparency from the government regarding its borrowing practices and debt management. Encourage discussions and debates on this issue, both online and offline. Hold our elected representatives accountable for their actions and decisions. Support financial literacy initiatives. Promote programs and initiatives that focus on enhancing financial literacy among our peers. By equipping ourselves and others with the knowledge and skills to make informed financial decisions, we can build a stronger and more resilient economy. Engage in political activism. Raise our voices and actively participate in the political process. Support candidates who prioritize fiscal responsibility, sustainable development, and long-term economic growth. By electing leaders who understand the gravity of the debt crisis, we can foster change from within the system. Diversifying the investment portfolio. Which mean we should not invest only in Sri Lanka. Invest in education and leave the country also a option even we do not like to take. My fellow millennial investors, the Sri Lankan government debt crisis is not just a problem for policymakers and economists, it is our problem too. We have the power to shape our financial future and steer clear of the pitfalls of this debt Ponzi scheme. Let us embrace the responsibility that comes with knowledge, and together, let us work towards a more transparent, accountable, and prosperous Sri Lanka. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you for your time. Please don't forget to subscribe to the Millennial Capital YouTube channel. See you next time. Bye-bye.